Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to start off with a project this morning. It's pretty cold out here. I just did a quick video on a cold start on this. I'll link that down below in case you're just interested and want to see. This is the Rippa R10 Eco. It does have the Briggs & Stratton engine in it, the gas engine. I think it's a 420cc. It's been a great machine so far, but we need to grease this thing up really good. And so I'm going to take you today and show you all the different grease fittings on this. I will say that there's a lot of grease fittings, and unless you want to spend a lot of time pumping grease, you might want to pick you up a battery powered grease gun. The one that we ended up choosing was the Hercules brand. Essentially most of my battery tools are DeWalt, but I just couldn't bring myself to pay twice as much for something that has really good reviews. And so both of the Bauer and the Hercules at Harbor Freight have really good reviews. If you look online, it's been working for me great so far. I ended up getting the Hercules, and mainly that's for one reason, and that's the hose is longer. And I did get a lock and lube adapter on there so you can pop it on, pop it off real easy. Now, I will say that a lot of these machines, including this one, they do have the needle style instead of like the traditional grease zerks. I want to change those out today to the traditional grease zerks. And so we're going to do that, and then I'm going to walk you through all the grease points on this thing. Hopefully I'll catch them all, because I've not really done this. I've only played around with it for about an hour or so, and I should have did this a long time ago. Do what I say, not what I do. So come on, let's give it a try. Okay guys, so we're going to go around now. I've got all those grease zerks changed out, I think. And we're going to go around now and we're going to grease this thing, and I'm going to show you where every grease point is as far as I know, and if I miss one, leave it in the comments. I think I got them all, but there's a lot. Basically, most everywhere there's going to be a pin. There's not at the quick connect where the pins are on the attachment, but most everywhere else that there's a pin or an area of movement, some flexion, there's going to be a grease fitting. So there's a whole bunch, and we're going to start at this end. Now that we have all the grease fittings the same, we don't have to go through and do the traditional ones and then come back and do just the needle valve ones. So we're going to do them all at once. I'm going to start at the very end over here, and we're going to work toward the back of the machine. And I'll show you some close-ups along the way as well, make this easy for you to follow along. One more thing. This machine moves, so use it to your advantage so you don't have to walk around and get down on the ground and get these down here. Just raise it up. Pretty simple stuff. Also, make sure you use a good quality grease. I usually use Lucas Red and Tacky. They didn't have that when I went to Walmart. So it was like $7 a tube. I think it was made by Mobile. I'll try to put a picture of the grease that I have on here. But essentially, it's red and tacky grease. If it's any better or worse than Lucas, who knows? But don't get the cheap stuff, because this is going to prolong the life of your equipment. All right, guys. So this is the Hercules grease gun I was talking about, and we'll pull the tube off here. See, I got the lock and lube fitting on there. I just always had problems with the traditional ones, tightening them down, loosening them up, getting them to stick on, and they won't come off. And these have these jaws that you push this down, opens up, clamps down. And I've only used it a few times because I got this the same time I got this, but so far it's worked really good. So let's get to work. Okay, so we're going to start here on the side. You just pump enough in there till you see the grease coming out. There's one down, 400 to go. Going to go back to this one. You also want to get a paper towel so you can kind of wipe this off as you go. Some of these have covers on them. I don't really think that's going to be that beneficial and time saving. I mean, it probably would be beneficial because it keeps dirt from getting in there. But equipment's not had those on there for who knows how long. So we got the first two pins here. Now we're going to go right here. Now that does that same pin that we just did, so it just added a little bit more in there. So there's no grease fittings on these sides of these pins. So we're going to move up to here, and you got three right across from each other. You got two that's on the blue part and one that's on the ram. The one on the ram was traditionally the older style. And then on this same plane where you have this pin, there's a pin in the back, and there is a grease fitting on the end of this on this side. So you want to grab that too. Then we're going to go around the back. These rams, these hydraulic rams, they have one on both sides. So we're going to hit that real quick. Oh, I missed the zerk fitting. Now we can continue. All right, so moving back, you got this pin here, which has a cap on it. I put some grease in it last time, so I'm not going to do it this time. You have this one here on both sides of the ram. So we're going to do this. Okay. We go back to the other end of the ram. Okay, then we're going to go back to this ram. Okay. And then we're going to go down to the other end of the ram and get you a little closer down there. You got a lot hiding down here, so get the end of this ram right here. Okay. Then you got to go down in the top here. And that's going to lubricate this pin that swings. Oh, there is grease coming out down here. I couldn't see it over there, but it's starting to squeeze out. So we're good there. On the other side, there's two fittings that are in here, basically right here on the other side. And they grease this rotator gear. So we're going to put some grease in there. We're going to turn it 45 degrees. We're going to kind of grease it all the way around just to make sure it's really good, since this is the first time we've ever did it. You have a grease fitting here. You have one here, and the way that you get to the other end of this ram is this right here is an extension that goes all the way back there. So, and then these two on the ram down here, and one at the base on each side. I think that pretty much sums it up. Okay, so that pretty much sums it up. I think I've got all those grease fittings. If I miss one, like I say, leave me a comment. Now I'm going to do the ones on that rotator that's on the other side of the boom over there. And I'm going to put 10 or 20 squirts of grease in every 45 degrees just to make sure I get it real good. The one thing that I did forget to tell you is when I got the Hercules grease gun, I don't have any other Hercules tools, and I didn't want to buy any batteries, so I bought a battery adapter for my DeWalt batteries. It seems to be working great with this tool so far. I have read on certain tools those adapters won't work, so let's finish this up and get out of here. We got a job to do. Guess what? I missed one. So I'm going to show you where that is. It's actually on those expandable tracks. You have to turn the cab at like a 45-degree angle, and you can see it on both sides. So we're going to get that fixed, and then we're going to be done. For real this time. All right, so the end of the rams over there, you can see it'll show up a lot better when we tilt it the other way. And then this one there, I'll show you close-ups of those. All right, so this is the ram on this side. I'm not sure what you need to do to lubricate these. I would think you need to do something. It's got some grease on there. I'm not sure how to do that, so I'll have to figure that out. It's also going to cause things to stick to it though. So I'm not sure. I did notice that it's got like a seal around here. That one I don't know. If you know, tell me down there. Talking about missing grease fittings. I do not see anywhere, but this base of the thumb, which is a point of movement, should have a grease fitting. But there's not one up here. There's not one on the end of that pin. Let's look under. I don't see anything down there. Let's go around. And so, yeah, there's no way to grease this pin. We may have to do something to modify that, drill out and put like a zerk on each side, but we're not going to do that today.